Hello, my name is Truman Lewis with Let's Talk Podcast, where our goal is to teach success principle based on biblical principle. Got a question. Do you want to make more money while working your 9 to 5? Or do you want to find another way to supplement your income while working your 9 to 5? If you want to put yes in the comments, I do. Well, today we're going to talk about 3 ways in which you can make money while working a 9 to 5. 3 ways are 3 things you can do. Let me say that different. 3 things you can do to make money while working a 9 to 5. 3 things. Let's say it like that. Let's say it that way. 3 things you can do to make money. We like that right there, ain't it? While working a 9 to 5. I got to put 9 to 5. While working a 9 to 5. Most individuals think the answer is getting another job. I submit to you that getting another job don't solve your problem. To me, one thing for sure, if you get another job, let me tell you what's guaranteed. You're guaranteed to be tired. You're going to be more tired. So working a 9 to 5, getting another 9 to 5, only going to guarantee you to be more tired. This is going to be brief today because I'm going to come back in a part 2 and we're going to explain this thing good, okay? What is the first thing that you must do to get extra income? The first thing I believe a person must do, let me erase this. The first thing I believe a person must do is they got to have what we call an irresistible trust me, I know I spelled that wrong. An irresistible offer. What is an irresistible offer? First, let's talk about what an offer is. Let's talk about what an offer is. An offer is a product or a service that you present to the marketplace to solve its problem. It's an obvious product or service for an obvious problem in the marketplace. My belief is you got to have an irresistible offer. What is an irresistible offer? An irresistible offer is an offer that is so irresistible that if you don't take it, you will feel foolish. You'll feel foolish not to take it. An irresistible offer. I'm talking about, let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, we got 3 options, right? Let's say option 1 is you can pay $1,000 for a cruise. 3 days, 4 nights. That's a good offer. That's an offer. But let's say for the same $1,000, you can get a cruise, and guess what else you can get? After you finish the cruise, you can get free hotel accommodation for, let's say, 2 nights. That's even a better offer. But let's say the third offer is you can get 2 cruises. Two cruises, a free hotel for 2 nights. Which one of these, and it's for $1,000 as well, which one of these is the irresistible offer? You will feel foolish. It costs the exact same price, $1,000. However, you will feel foolish not to get this one. Why? Because it offers 2 cruises, offer the same night, 3-4 nights. It offers the cruise. This right here offers the cruise, free hotel, and accommodation with 2 nights. And this one right here offer 2 free cruises, free hotel. I'm going with this one. Why? Because it's an irresistible offer. Brothers, sisters, you have to create an offer that's so irresistible that people will feel foolish not to purchase it. You need an offer. Okay? You got to have an offer, an irresistible offer. Let me give you something else. That's the first thing you got to have, an irresistible offer. What is the second thing that you have to have? The second thing that you have to make money is you have to have some type of marketing skill. Remember, I'm coming from a position of those individuals working 9 to 5. All marketing mean is getting your product or service, your irresistible offer, getting that product or service out to the masses. Who is the masses? Let's say this right here is the market. This is the market, right? This is your offer. This is your offer. This is your market. This is your offer. How do you get this over here? You have to, most people think just because they do social media, just because they do Facebook, just because they do Instagram, TikTok, they think that is all marketing is. Marketing is more than that. Marketing is also the follow-up. Do that make sense? It's also the follow-up. What do you mean the follow-up? Well, after you send those emails out, then you got to have somebody on the back end to follow up on that on the marketing, as well as you have to get them to follow up on the marketing as it relates to your offer, your irresistible offer. Make sense? All right. So you have to have marketing. Your job is to try to figure out how to take this marketing and get it over here, so it can go in this funnel, so it can go into your offer. Do that make sense? So you got to have an irresistible offer, number 1, which is a product or a service. I don't care what it is. Whether it's doing somebody nails, whether it's selling online, whether it's creating a digital product. I think digital products is one of the quickest way to make money. Why? Because you can create that product or service one time. You can create that product one time and you can continue to get paid. Make sense? So again, this is your irresistible offer. This is your marketing. All right? So this is number 1. You have to have an irresistible offer. Your irresistible offer has to have some marketing behind it. But how do you drive this market or this marketing to your market niche? I got to use a different color for that. Brothers and sisters, I want you to get this. It has to be, we're going to call this sales. You have to be able to sell. Let me tell you why we don't like selling. I believe we don't like selling because we feel that it's dirty, it's grimy, it feels like you begging people all the time. No, I submit to you that if you actually selling a good product or a good service, most people, they go back and they run and tell somebody, man, look at these Jordans I got. Man, I went and ate at this nice restaurant and it cost this much and the food was delicious. Or look what I've got. A good sale normally requires a person to go back and tell an individual what they got. They don't know that they've been sold to. You have to create what we call our irresistible offer. In other words, those shoes that you ladies got on your feet, or you basketball players got on your feet. You wanted those shoes more than the money that was in your pocket. So because you wanted those shoes more than that money that was in your pocket, you gladly paid that store the $250 for a pair of shoes. And you didn't felt like you were swindled. They say that even swap ain't no swindle. When you want the product or the service more than the money in your pocket, that's what you call an irresistible offer. And the way that that individual found out about those shoes or that irresistible offer was through some type of marketing promotion. I want you to get this. We're going to touch more on this on part 2. But I want you to understand that it's 3 ways right now. 3 ways right now that if you're working a 9 to 5, you can make more money. Find an irresistible offer. Whatever it is, find a product or a service that can solve a problem to a group of people that allow you to get money into your pockets, and as well as make your clients happy for the service that you provide. So you got to have what we call an irresistible offer. That's one. You got to have a marketing strategy. You have to be able to market. You have to follow through with the marketing. And you have to be able to sell. You got to get good with selling. It's easy to listen. I promise you this. If you can find a product or a service that solve a group of individual problem, they will literally give you the money. The issue is most individual is trying to sell a product or a service that's not even a problem in the marketplace. You don't go to the store and push your buggy in the store or go to Walmart or go to, let's say, the grocery store. You don't go to the grocery store pushing your cart, and as you going through the aisles, you end up saying, man, I don't know why. I don't understand this. I don't understand why I got to pay for food. You don't say that. You see that box of Frosted Flakes. You see that milk. You see those different things. You pull it off. You want it. You desire to have it so. So when you get to that counter, you happily pay for your food or your products, and you walk out the store happy. Why? Because you wanted that product more than you wanted the money in your pocket. Brothers and sisters, if you work in a 9 to 5, as the old people say, it behooves you to find income to supplement your 9 to 5. What am I saying? I'm saying that a job, your 9 to 5, they have a plan for you. What is your 9 to 5 plan for you? Your 9 to 5 plan for you is to get you to work as many hours as you can for the least amount of pay. That's their plan for you. So wouldn't it make sense for you to have a plan for your business, for your 9 to 5? Brothers and sisters, this is what I believe. I believe that since most of the people is working a 9 to 5, they got this saying that says, meet people where they are. So my way of meeting you where you are is to tell you, look at your job as your first business partner. You don't want to quit your 9 to 5, fine. But at least look at them as a business partner. So when you get paid every week, every 2 weeks, at least the money that you're making, you have a plan for it. And the plan shouldn't only be to pay bills. Take that money, put it in an irresistible offer. Put it in some product or some service that you can market to a certain group of individuals so you can come back and sell it, so you can have income, so you can create a legacy for you and your children. Or may I say your children's children. I truly believe, and I'm going to read this to you. I truly believe, based on scripture, I just believe that the whole Bible, for the most part, is about, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, marketing is all through it. I believe if you look at scripture, marketing is all through it. But we only look at scripture from a spiritual standpoint, which you should. But also understand that Solomon and David and Hezekiah, they were people just like you and I that had to live and still had to have, they had certain needs that you and I, we need as well. I'm going to read this to you. And as I read this, I want you to think about the irresistible offer. But I really want you to take note. I really want you to take note at the marketing piece. I want you to take note at the marketing, okay? Give me about 3 or 4 more minutes, maybe 5. But I want to read this to you. We're going to be reading from 1 Kings, the 10th chapter. But let's go to, I want you to listen. I'm going to read the 1st to the 5th verse. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon concerning the name of the Lord, she came to prove him with hard questions. In other words, she wanted to make sure that his wisdom was what she heard his wisdom was. I'm going to come back to that. And she came to Jerusalem with a great train, with camels and bear spices and very much gold and precious stone. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him of all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all her questions. There was not anything hid from the king which he told her not. Listen to the 4th and the 5th verse. And think about marketing. And when the queen of Sheba had seen Solomon's wisdom and the house that he had built, and the meat that was at his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, and his cupbearers, and his ascent by which he went up unto the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in her. What is she saying? What is she saying? Let's go back. She said, and Solomon told her all her question, and there was not anything hid from the king which he had not told her. He told her everything that was the desires of her heart. But I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. The only reason she came to King Solomon because she heard of his wisdom. How in the world did the Queen of Sheba heard of his wisdom and it was no telephone? Wasn't no cell phone. Wasn't no internet. But in some way, shape, form, or fashion, she said the have not been told. The have not been told. That means there was some type of marketing strategy that King Solomon had in which the people of the world was able to realize that he had wisdom. Matter of fact, if you continue to read, it said all the kings and all the queens, all the kings came and paid homage to him. What am I telling you? You need an irresistible offer. You need good marketing. You need sales. Get good. Find an irresistible offer. There's something right now. There's a talent that you have. There's a service that you can provide right now that you know that you can do. Matter of fact, you done did it before. There's something that you've sold someone that you was able to make $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $100. Put that on rinse and repeat. But that product or service, that irresistible product or service that you have, that offer that you have, find a way to market it. Find your niche. Find the people that you know. Just a group of people. You don't need everybody. Just a handful of people. And sell it to them. Because remember, when you got a product or a service that a person want that offer or that product or service more than they want that money in their pocket, selling is serving. Say it with me. Selling is serving. Brothers and sisters, I hope you enjoy this. Part 2 will be coming out later where we talk more about the irresistible offer, your marketing, and your sales. We're going to get more into it next week. Thank you. Have a blessed day.